Do you know what the meme?
Meme? Meme review.
Meme review.
Meme review.
Meme review.
Meme review.
This intro sucks.
Meme review. It's fine.
Webcast.
It's instant. It's every day.
Every day, bro.
Every day. We've been uploading every day. You just haven't noticed because we've uploaded.
Yeah, this is episode 452.
452, man.
Yeah,
like
we are so consistent.
Oh yeah, like
we have so much more episodes than Fastlane.
We do. I thought they were ahead.
No, like this is the 7th one, and Fastlane's at like 3, 4.
No, they are not.
Go check then. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, I'll prove you wrong with my clicky clacky keyboard.
I never ever type my keyboard when I do that. Hey, remember the podcast?
Let's find out.
That we just started recording?
Podcast?
Yeah.
What's a podcast? Can you give me an idea?
I don't know. This is the end. Bye.
Yeah.
Was I right? 3 or 4?
You were right with your first answer. You said 3, and they are up to 3.
3.
I thought they had way more.
Well, if you include
I
Lead
thought we
Screw,
were
and
basically
then
neck and neck.
if you include Lead Screw and Fastlane together, because they're basically the same thing, just a different name. Maybe neck and neck. I don't remember how much Lead Screw got. I'm not talking about live. I'm talking just offline Lead Screw.
We got up to like 2. We got up to 2.
So, Instant is still ahead. Which is funny considering the gap.
Vroom vroom.
Topic number 1 that we totally aren't late to. I'm totally not rusty at all at doing this.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We'll do like we said before. We've been doing this every day. Okay. Like
Yeah.
we're on top of this. Okay.
On top.
We got this.
Okay. I think let's start off with what is the best noise.
I thought we were going from the top to bottom. Not bottom
I
to top.
said we're going out of order. I picked the order.
Okay, fine then.
But
But that would have been the best one to end. Well, not end off with, but like in the middle.
Your
I don't
mom.
know, whatever.
Your
Fine
mom.
then. Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
What? Okay.
What is
I
the
have a
best
specific question tied to this. This is something I thought of a couple days ago. If you completely ignore personal preference, completely ignore genres you prefer, completely ignore all that, what do you think is objectively the best song ever made?
Ever made.
Objectively.
Well, I mean, if you give me that, I'll just say a meme. I'll just say a meme song. It's All Star. You're all wrong. It's All Star.
Obviously.
Yeah. It breaks all boundaries of musical instrumentation.
Because the reason I
Breaks all boundaries.
thought of this question, I saw a video pop up in my feed, because I've been listening to a lot of this band lately, and it said like why this song is the greatest song of all time, and I watched it, I was like, that is so fucking true. You wanna know what song that is?
What?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that thing actually breaks all boundaries.
Yeah,
that song goes through like so many phases within
it's
I don't even know how long the song
so
is.
expertly done. It's one of the few most popular songs of all time that deserves it.
Yeah, it actually deserves it. It's really good.
It's fucking excellent, and that's my pick for best song of all time objectively.
Yeah, probably that. Or I have to actually, yeah, that's basically the modern day Bohemian. Maybe I'm not on the same level, but in terms of like, if I had to pick a modern one, Jesus of Suburbia.
Yes.
Grande.
That by Grande. That
by
is
Grande.
that is a good.
Yeah, that's so good. Because it goes through so many different like, what's called? They call it acts, but like it's basically
Even
same
the
sort of
music
ideas,
video
Bohemian Rhapsody.
is so
yeah.
different.
There's actually a story behind it.
Yeah, it's actually a story.
That's the whole album has a story. Well,
Yeah.
not really a story. It's like very loosely. It's a very loose story, but you
It's
can
still
draw.
there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Let's actually talk about the best noise that you hear every day.
Beep. Oh, the best noise. The bus has this super not annoying tone signal sound that you hear all the time throughout the entire vehicle because it's so loud, and it's like beh, beh, beh. No, it's like beh,
The
beh, 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 beh.
the best noise
beh,
that a bus makes is when it arrives. That's the best noise.
Because then you can get off of that nightmare.
Because then you can get off. As soon as you get off, it's like, oh man, that was the best noise.
Oh,
Finally off that thing.
finally off this hellhole.
Are we actually gonna talk about the best like? Oh no, are we? When we gonna talk about our favorite like songs or like?
I
get a bit
had
more-
written
get a bit
down
more
just
in-depth?
generic music talk.
Oh, just generic talk.
Music is nice.
It's a cool thing.
I listen to a lot of music, especially
A
because
lot.
like I don't have data, and my school is like an hour away, and I go kind of every day, so that's like 2 hours a day traveling.
Hmm.
So since I don't have data, my only choice when I'm not with a friend is listening to music. And
There's no choice.
yeah, unless I want to sit there in dead silence. I mean, I could play portable gaming, but for some reason I'm weird with portable gaming on a vehicle, and I just can't do it. I don't know why I'm
You
like
can't?
that. I can't pay attention in a weird way. It's so strange. It's the biggest
It's a
me.
strange phenomenon.
It's a strange phenomenon. And something about just listening to music, sitting in a vehicle, zoning out is relaxing. It's the
Yeah, it's nice.
It's like the only time I can relax in my life right now. So I've just listened to a lot. I tend to just recently the way I listen to music, I pick an artist. I listen to all those songs in order.
Mhm.
But since on my phone I don't have every song from the artist downloaded, I just have it in order of what I have downloaded.
Ah.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I mean, you have to tend to hop off of like the song and be like, "No, I want to listen to this."
Yeah.
Or do you actually sit through it? Because whenever I try to do that, I can't.
I can. I've technically been listening to the same songs every day, multiple times a day for the past 2 months. I'm like that with
Actually,
music.
same.
I
I've
always
been doing the
listen
same
to the
thing.
same thing over and over again, in the same order, in the same.
With me, there's like the occasional like other genre, but like recently, it's just been one constant thing.
Matu, Luku,
Metallica.
licking metallics.
If you actually space out the name, it's basically Metallica.
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 I have been listening to a lot of Citizen. I think my music taste is probably stuck in the mid to late 2000s. I'm okay
My
with
music
that,
taste
though.
is stuck in. My music taste is stuck in the 80s and 90s right now.
Hmm.
It's just stuck there.
Man, isn't rock music so good?
Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good, bro.
Sucker.
So good.
Sucker.
I'm gonna become a hippie now.
It's nice.
The best noise.
It's also literally the only thing I listen to.
Now I know why. Well, I've always known why. Well, I understood why, but like, since I've just been listening to that most of the time, I'm like, I understand.
I've always seen it as like a different level of music, if that makes any sense. Because it just... There are some exceptions, obviously, but whenever I listen to other genres, I don't feel anything, if that makes sense.
Let's go, like, relating to that, like, there was a certain point when I was listening to rap, to the point where it was like, I needed more from it that it just wasn't giving to me. Like, I needed more energy that it wasn't just giving to me. Because, like, at some point, like, it reaches this stopping point. And then when I listen to rock, I'm like, it never stops. It just keeps on breaking the boundaries over and over.
And no matter what you listen to, it always sounds different. And sometimes you even get different sounds within the same artist. And
it's
and
like, that's one thing I've noticed. Like, rap is good and all, but like, there's just a certain energy level that, like, so that sounds really weird. Energy level, ooh, but like, you know, like, it just gets to a certain point where, like, it just doesn't give you what rock can.
Yeah. It's like energy.
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 That's the only way you can.
That's how we can solve the energy crisis. Play Metallica.
That's how we can solve
all day, every day. Play it on.
Solve it all.
Play it on the Earth speaker.
Yeah, let's go. Whatever's playing on Earth speaker right now, just throw it out and just put Metallica.
Put Metallica on it. Put what's the name of that album? Saint Augustine.
Saint Augustine. Saint Augustine. If they ever do a sequel to that album, they should call what you just called.
What is it actually called? What is
It's called Saint Anger.
What did I say?
Let's go with that tin can drum effect.
What did I say again?
Saint Augustine.
Saint Augustine.
Let's go. You combined Frankenstein and August, and then you came up with Augustine.
Where is? Oh wait, I was about to say.
I don't know.
I was about to say Wilstein in Stein.
Wilstein. Saint Wilstein.
Recently, at my college, we had a fire alarm, and we saw a fire truck, and my friend called it the fire police.
The fire police.
Oh no, the fire police are here.
Well, it makes sense. I mean,
oh
my god.
What are you doing with that file? Bang, bang.
Get the police. Get the fire police.
They see a file, they shoot it.
They shoot it, and it goes out.
That's obviously
that solves it.
Yeah, just shoot the file.
Also, we've been using the wrong materials to get rid of fire. All we needed to use all along was just bullets.
Yeah, just shoot the file. That's the solution.
Mm-hmm. The fire police.
Speaking of music,
what if we're just on this topic for like the whole thing? Like an hour in, and then we're like, wait a minute, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 other topics.
I don't know. Music is nice, but you know what's nicer?
What?
Noise. Or something.
Yeah,
I want to go somewhere, but I'm trying to think about how to go there.
Well, let's go. Don't think about going there. Go there.
Okay, I'll just go there. With me and other genres, it's always so hard to listen to other genres. Like there's like a couple songs in each genre I can listen to. Like with rap, for example, I can listen to Feel Good. I actually really like Feel Good. Easily my favorite.
There's always that
song.
one exception.
Yeah. Plus the rap section inside of Feel Good is an actual good rap section.
It's an actual good one.
It's not just mumbling or being fast for the sake of being fast or a flow. There's an actual melody, and it sounds like a mixture of rapping and singing. And I really like that.
I mean, you can also find that elsewhere. It's just you need to go find it. Because most of the popular rap songs are dominated by the littles and, you know, those...
No, not the little. The lil.
The lil.
The lils.
Not even the... No, you don't say it properly. You say lil.
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 Soon as it's gonna be...
Yeah, it's dominated by them.
It's... I bet at some point it's just gonna be...
It's not even gonna be words anymore. It's dominated by the
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They say like.
Yeah. Give me a beat.
Well, I mean, you basically got it down.
Give me a
You
beat.
basically got it down.
Give me a beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, this sounds way worse. This actually sounds wrong. Someone's gonna take this out of context. You watch. Someone will find this and take it out of context.
Oh my god.
But it's fine.
And then there's electronic music, which only time I can really listen to it is like if it's like video game music in a weird way. Especially NES. I don't know why, but my favorite like my favorite type of electronic music isn't traditional electronic music. It's like chiptune music, like 8-bit or 16-bit chiptune music. From like NES, SNES,
some
Genesis.
8-bit tunes are pretty nice.
Mega Man is such a good soundtrack. I know it's like no shit. Everyone says that, but it's true. And fucking F-Zero, the original, actually all of them, but the original, such a good soundtrack. I love Big Blue. Big Blue is so good. And I really like Death Race.
Death Race.
No, that's not Death Wind. Death Wind.
Death Wind. Yeah, I was about to say, because Death Race is a movie.
There is Death Race in F-Zero X, where you kill everyone and the entire track is just a loop.
Ah.
But don't fall off.
Don't fall off.
F-Zero is good. You should play it.
F-Zero is a game. It's a video game.
Yeah, I remember I saw a video. I remember I linked it into Fastlane a while ago. It was about how like scientifically speaking with music, or something like that, your music taste is like stuck at like 15 or 13. It's like whatever you liked back then, there's a high chance you still like that, and you will like that until the day you die.
Yeah, that's somewhat true.
Like high 90s in the percentage range. And
yeah, because like if you look at some people, like most people, like whatever they listened to when they were younger, they most likely stuck around with them until they're like.
My cat.
Like they're really old.
My cat is going.
It's going? It's leaving.
No, it's not leaving, it's screaming.
Screaming.
Onyx, come here.
But doesn't it do that all the time though?
It does that a lot. He just walks downhill. He just walks downhill, is alone, and screams for attention.
And I'm guessing when you finally let it in, it's like.
No, my door's open.
Oh. Then why isn't it going into your room?
I ask that question to myself multiple times a day. Okay.
Well, like it doesn't see the door opening. It's like the door's still closed.
To be fair, my room to access it from the main basement area, there's like a tiny hallway, and his small little brain doesn't think to go down there.
It's like I can't go down there.
Eventually he just wanders down there and just walks in like he owns the fucking place. I like cats because they're like assholes, but good assholes. That
I didn't even know that could be a thing.
So this was the music topic. We've been talking about it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Next.
Now it's time
topic
for tubes that are less.
No, we're not. No, bad. Video game time.
No, tubes.
Do you think the game industry is in a good state now?
Video games.
Do you think the video game industry is in a good state where it is right now?
Video games. Well, I mean, if we're talking about revenue, I mean,
yeah, revenue.
Like, no problem. Revenue's no problem.
My god,
okay, like
revenue-wise,
it's
god,
it's a good time for them. It's a good time for them.
Yeah, for only the higher ups.
Yeah, only for the higher ups, not for anyone else.
Not for the people who actually make the fucking games.
Yeah, which is sad.
They don't see a goddamn dime of that except for the pay, but they're paid the minimum they're legally allowed to be paid. With no overtime.
Yeah.
And a lot of... I'm going into this industry. I can't wait to have unstable jobs for the rest of my life.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Then again, that's what YouTube is,
It's gonna be
and that's what I used to.
basically the same thing.
Yeah, you're creating
Like-
stuff for ungrateful people that.
But like, yeah, when it comes to revenue, like it's all good for them. Okay, like they're in a pretty good spot. But when it comes to other people, it's like, yeah, not too good.
Need I say Telltale? Need I say?
Oh yeah, Telltale, especially.
Need I
Need I say-
explain? Need I explain that mess of a situation? I saw a news article today. It's not a new one, but I saw a news article today. Only 2 games Telltale has made ever has been profitable.
Only 2.
Walking Dead Season 1 and
Of course.
Minecraft Season 1.
And Minecraft Season 1. Not even the later seasons, it's just the first.
Those were the only...
Like- Everything else, like, I don't know how the heck they even managed to make, like... well, I know why. It's because they're not made that well. But, like, the fact that they were trying to, like, push out, like, that many games within, like, the same year, I think it was.
It's not even just that.
On that engine?
You could really treat it as each episode is like its own experience, just connected to each other in a season. And it's like they released episodes so much, but the way they did it was so dumb. Was like each episode, the sales of it would fund the next episode, and cause it create like I didn't play, but I watched a lot of people play the episodes because I contributed to their downfall, I guess, by watching and not playing. But like I essentially fucking what was I saying?
That's another problem. Like, there's no real reason to buy it yourself if you can just
Yeah,
watch someone else play.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
like, from what I know, there's no alternate like things you can do in the game that are
especially
unique
now
to your
that
experience.
those YouTube videos of like what happens when you do this versus this and stuff.
Yeah, so
It's
like,
like
at that point, it's like there's no point in buying the game.
yeah, and what I was gonna say earlier is the fact that it takes months between releases of episodes, and there's like 5 episodes. It can take over a year for a season to finish, and that's
Every
annoying.
year.
That's annoying. Believe me, that's annoying.
I remember the one that everyone was screaming about was Wolf Among Us, and they never released another episode. Actually, weren't they teasing, and then they got
were
shut down?
working on season 2, but then they got shut down.
Dude, that must
the
be like
final
really annoying for
season
those people.
is actually beginning to get good in episode 2, but of course. But hey, Skybound's picking it up and it's gonna finish it with the original staff.
What they are?
Yeah,
Oh wow,
but that's only hope for one of their games.
only one.
Yeah.
I wonder who's gonna pick up that Minecraft Telltale series.
And then tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. And there's a sad amount of tons and tons and tons of studios that get similar fates. Either they're independent like Telltale, or owned by EA or Activision, or insult AAA publisher here, where they just get closed down because you're not making enough millions.
You're not making us enough money to put in microtransactions.
Fucking EA alone has probably closed like 20 to 30 studios, maybe more, in its lifetime. Like, it's absolutely insane how many studios EA has bought up and closed. I'm not lying. It's criminal. It's fucking mental.
So many.
It's mental how many. And then some of them they keep and then have them on lifeless corpses like Criterion.
And the saddest part is that it's been going on ever since they started the company.
Yeah, it's been a thing since the fucking 90s, maybe 80s.
So like, to know that they've been doing this for like since nearly the beginning, it's like
EA has always
how
sucked.
are they able to go on? How like
EA has always sucked. It's just in the past they actually had to attempt to make good games. Now, AAA publishers don't even care about making good games. They just care about making addicting games.
Yeah.
It's care about like longevity and making the game updated all the time, and I find that super ironic because it feels like every AAA game release nowadays, with some exceptions, are fucking worthless. Like, yeah, there's tons of content in them, but nearly all of it is worthless content. There's no worthwhile content in these games. Like, I could list tons of games that are like that. I'm sure the most obvious one, if you know me, Forza. But, like, outside of racing games, it's beyond common. Nearly every AAA game, except some made in Japan for some reason, because Japan actually still tries.
Still tries.
Sort of. Sort of. And Sony, I guess. Sony is Japan, but they have a lot of North American studios.
Yeah.
Outside of that, no one really tries anymore.
But like back to that addicting thing and like trying to make games addicting, like that can be done in a good way, but like the way they're doing it is like in a malicious way.
Oh yeah, that's how they make the money.
Yeah. Like they're not doing it in a way like, oh, we want you to keep on playing this game because it's a good game. It's more so like, we want you to keep on playing our game because we want you to buy those microtransactions in the background.
It's like
actually not even in the background. Sometimes it's right in your face.
Like not too long ago, probably like a month ago, I got Black Ops 3 finally, and I've played it a bit. I haven't played it in a while, but like when I first got it, the first few weeks, I played it a lot. Like zombies multiplayer campaign, I played the least because it's Black Ops 3. I don't need to explain it.
Train go boom.
Train go boom. And like zombies wasn't that bad. It had microtransactions, but it wasn't like impeding your gameplay with the gobblegums. Because like I never thought that the consumable gobblegums that are locked behind the paywall stuff bullshit, I never thought they were like something I really needed to play with because I'm still used to Black Ops 2 zombies. So I just keep the ones you have that are unlimited. Some of them are useful. Like one of them is like you keep all your weapons when you respawn after you die. That is beyond useful. And it's not consumable. It's unlimited. Nice. And stuff. That is I like that. But then you go to multiplayer.
Oh, the multiplayer.
Oh my god, the multiplayer. It's so bad. I look in the creator class, more than half of every weapon in each category is black market.
Yeah, like the majority of them are on the black market.
Don't even let me start on
the actual gameplay. Like it's basically a more refined Advanced Warfare. And I liked Advanced Warfare, so this is like basically
and
like.
Don't even get me started
when it came to
on the melee weapons, dude. Don't even get me started on the melee weapons. You had 2. But then if you include black market,
the crossbow.
If you include the black
was,
market, you have 20 melee weapons.
There's so many.
But in base game, punching gloves and knife. That's all you get.
Like I'm pretty sure the crossbow was another one of those black market weapons that you can only get through.
And then after Zombies Chronicles, they just started adding like old weapons. They didn't even try to make new models. To be fair, at that point, that is like way after people were expecting that game to be updated.
Yeah, well, the game actually got updated for quite a while.
It got updated up until Black Ops 4.
That is good. Well, I mean, they had nothing else to work on, so I mean, you know, gave them something to do. Other than Black Ops 4, but we know, like, we all know what.
But there's also the fact that it was being monetized like shit. It was making insane amount of money. Why would they stop? Infinite Warfare and World War II, they didn't fail, but they definitely like on level of Black Ops 3, which I'm pretty sure. I don't know about like our copies together, but the PS4 version of Black Ops 3 is the best-selling Call of Duty on a single system.
Mm-hmm.
It beat MW3 on 360.
Yeah, like MW3
the
is
video,
like the most sold Call of Duty game.
The video I got that from is like 1 to 2 years old, so I'm pretty sold. Black Ops 3 outsold MW3.
Did it?
I'm pretty sold.
That would be crazy if it actually did. I mean, it is Black Ops, and Black Ops is pretty popular, but like, if it actually did, that'd be crazy.
I'm also kind of sad because it's basically said to Activision, "Thank you for being an asshole. Do it again."
Yeah, do it again.
I swear, anything.
Like every single time, what's called a game like that does well, it's basically telling them that like what they're doing is good.
Everyone talks shit about EA, which is EA dissolves. Believe me, EA dissolves.
But Activision is way worse.
Activision Blizzard is just as bad, if not worse.
Yeah, they're not like EA's bad.
And
but,
everyone tries to separate Blizzard. Everyone tries to separate Blizzard from Activision. But be honest, I'd say ever since Overwatch, maybe even before that, Blizzard has fallen. Like, I've never been a fan.
From what I know, Blizzard isn't the same as they used to be.
Diablo Immortal, might I add?
Yeah, the Diablo Immortal.
Do you guys not have phones?
You guys don't have phones? You could just play there.
Do you guys not have phones? Oh my god.
And it's like, it's one of those things like, yeah, people have phones, but people necessarily don't want to play on them. Like,
and then the entire industry blames the gamers when it's so obvious. One, it's a reskin. Two, it's gonna be microtransactions to hell
and also,
back.
Didn't Diablo 3 get announced on the Switch the very same day?
No, it got released.
Oh, it got released. It wasn't even announced. It got released.
It was announced a while ago. And there's also the fact, like,
why wasn't that thing showed off?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with Diablo Immortal. I'm not a Blizzard fan. All of Blizzard's franchises can just suck it or something. I don't care about Blizzard. Even Overwatch. It's like, wow, a multiplayer only first-person shooter. Thanks for saying, hey, you don't care about this.
You don't care about World of Minecraft?
Mine of Worldcraft on iOS.
Mine of Worldcraft.
But like, why not on PC? I don't get it. Because mobile games are ported to PC all the time. Not even just on Steam, on the Windows Store. It's filled to the brim with mobile games.
And I'm guessing that Diablo fans have been waiting for ages for a new Diablo game.
This game,
from what I know.
Yeah, Diablo 3 came out 2011, 2012.
2011? Gee.
Yeah, Diablo 3.
Yeah, I think it's about time you guys released a new game for them. Like an actual game.
But you want to know what's funny?
What?
They are making another Diablo game. They didn't say what it is. And they
said, I remember that. They were like, guys, why are you getting so mad? You know, we have multiple Diablo projects. It's like, yeah, but like the one that you decided to show off.
Again, it's just them being dumb and poorly saying, English is hard, poorly specifying that, hey, this is not the only thing we're working on. Like look at Bethesda, for example. When they announced the Elder Scrolls mobile game, I'm sure a lot of people were like, God fucking damn it, doing a mobile game and not a main game. But then later on the same conference, they were like, oh, by the way, Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, by the way.
Like,
by the way.
They were basically saying, hey, listen, we know you might not like it, so we're actually going to tell you that we're doing the real thing, okay?
We're doing the real thing, yeah.
And again, going back to 2015, they announced Fallout 4, they showed off Fallout 4, and then they were like, also, for fun, we made Fallout Shelter.
Yeah.
I think they released it the same day, too.
But the thing that questions me the most is, like, why didn't they show off what's called, not Fallout 3, Diablo 3 being released on Switch? To
to be fair, has either of us watched BlizzCon?
Nope. Never in my life.
No.
So, but like, it still puzzles me like why they didn't show that off instead of Diablo Immortal, and also
It's a
the
port.
lineups for that game. The lineup for that game was what's going when it came to the actual like
Booth.
to the place where you could play the game. Yeah, the booth. It was so packed, man. There was so many.
God, so many.
So many. Like people are dying to play that game.
Yeah, the game, just. Yeah, AAA gaming industry obviously fucked. Indie industry, I don't know what to think about it because I think indie games have a gigantic hill to climb, a fucking gigantic hill to climb.
Hmm.
And I know this firsthand because this is the way I think about indie games. It's very hard for me to acknowledge an indie game unless if it's one, massively big, or two, I see a YouTuber I watch play it and it looks insanely fun. Like massively big indie games that I played, Hollow Knight and Shovel Knight, ironically they're both called Knight. Those games are fucking
Are they
fantastic.
also made by the same person?
No.
Or not the person,
No,
not person
no,
made by the
no,
same
they're
person.
completely separate.
Really?
Yeah. But they're like those
They're
games
kind
are
of a
fucking
similar thing.
fantastic. Shovel Knight, but the base game is good. The real quality comes from Spectral Torment. I love that, and also they both cover DLC perfectly. If you buy the main game, all DLC is free.
Oh, wow.
All DLC is free. Though both of those
That's
games,
how it should be done. That's exactly how it should be
both of
done.
those games are fucking fantastic. If you've never played either of them, you are doing yourself a disservice. Play Hollow Knight. Play Shovel Knight.
I haven't played a lot of games.
Shovel Knight is more forgiving than Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has way more content than Shovel Knight. Do with that what you will.
Well, I want pain,
yeah,
so
and
I'm gonna play Hollow Knight.
Yeah, and then with the YouTuber I watch that it's like I go like, oh, that looks good. Does Tapas Delight? Like I was just watching them and it's like that looks so fun. I really want to play it. I put it on my wish list, and then we were just talking in one call. I was like, hey, if I buy this, would you buy it? And you were like, yeah, and then we both did it.
And then we both.
That's the story that you never knew.
That you never knew.
Yeah. But like, going back to what I was saying, that's just the indie games. Every other indie game, I'm like, eh. It's like, it's so hard to be interested in the indie games, which is kind of bad considering I'm most likely gonna be an indie developer. Yeah, it's so weird with indie game. I don't know how to describe it. It's just it could be also the fact of I'm not a digital person. I really like physical games. And indie games are almost never physical, and if they are, it's very hard to get a copy because it's so rare. So you're basically limited to physically AAA games or AA games.
Yeah. Double A.
Yeah. Basically. Even indie developers have scumbag situations.
Yeah,
It's
like that,
very
like
common.
even the not so popular industries, like still have their issues.
Yeah.
So.
But here comes PlayStation. Here comes PlayStation. In with its revolutionary new system. Not system, service. As I do this perfect segue into game streaming with PlayStation Now. I fucked up my
because I was starting my segue.
I fucked up my segue because I
segue.
mentioned I was doing a segue.
Because I mentioned I was doing this.
I actually looked at PlayStation Now because you can look at the game library without subscribing to it. And I was looking through it and I was like, there's so much games here. Like the noticeable stuff to what I'm interested in that I saw now. Okage Shadow King. Split Second. Grid 2.
Split.
Okay, maybe that's it.
No, maybe that's it.
But like there
I
was
don't
a
know, like-
large list of stuff. Gigantic. Oh yeah, they had all the MotorStorm games, including
Oh,
Apocalypse.
what?
Yeah.
Apocalypse?
Well, that's sort of a no shit. Your Sony.
Yeah, it's Sony.
What licenses does MotorStorm have? Probably just
Yeah,
the
MotorStorm has
music.
no licenses.
Just the
Just-
music.
yeah, just the music.
And I don't even think Apocalypse has licensed soundtrack.
And if it does, it's very little.
Very rarely used.
Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know, when it comes to PlayStation now, like, I remember like, people not talking so good about it in the beginning, but obviously it's gotten better. But like,
It's
I still
better,
prefer.
and you can still download. You can download some of them now.
Yeah, you can download some of them now. Like that's why I prefer. Well, that's why I still prefer Xbox Game Pass. But now that they've introduced the feature where you can actually download the game instead of just streaming it, because I don't know, the idea of streaming a game like before, I'm like, dude, that's gonna run terribly. You know, like I live
Oh, especially for you.
in a place where internet is very, very good. You know, and like the quality was probably gonna be like 240p,
When it first started,
144p.
it was so expensive because you had to pay for a per game basis based on the amount of hours.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you had to book in like hours
Not
in order
booking.
to play it?
You had to pay for a certain amount of hours. So like, and it was insanely expensive. Like 20 hours was like
This sounds more
40
than
bucks. 20
This
bucks.
is starting to sound more than just well, like back then.
It literally was. You would pay more to play the game less than if you actually bought it.
Back then, I would have probably said this sounds more like than just a service. Like this sounds like
A joke.
this doesn't even sound like a service anymore. Yeah, it sounds like a joke.
But obviously they made it like an actual subscription now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, now that they have a feature where you can download games, I might try
And then
it.
going back to Game Pass and then EA Access and then all this other game subscription shit and this in the future just live game streaming in general.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. It's undeniable this is going to be the future, but I don't see it happening anytime within the next 10 years. Maybe even 20 years. I don't see it happening that soon.
And then it ends up happening.
Like with movies, like it's so easy to stream a movie because it's a video. It's just a video.
But a video game, like
It's like think about okay, computer, stop going off. You're getting into recording. You're getting into recording. But like, think about like how long it took to get 3D video games at home.
yeah.
The first, at least in North America, the first 3D video game console, to my knowledge, was the 3DO. There might have been some before that. It's like
I wonder if they had that.
compare.
let's go
No,
back to that.
I want to say this. I want to finish my point. Compare
Alright.
that to a video, which, like, I don't know what would be a fair comparison. I guess color.
Mhm.
Color in like the mid to early 1900s. It's like we've had video for so long and it's so little and we're so export leave with it. That's phasing. That it's like
Phrasing.
we know how to do it and we've shrunk it down so much and it's so simple and there's no actual interactivity with it and there's just so much less that you gotta worry about with a video game. It's like this is even something we've learned in class. It's like doing 3D modeling. When you're 3D modeling for an animation, poly count doesn't matter. You want it to be as high as possible. Unless if you want a style. But like, you use like this thing called like high poly. No, not high poly. Called like turbo smooth. That like smooths the fuck out of your shape. And it essentially adds like thousands of polygons to make it smooth as fuck.
Mhm.
And that's literally not an option in video games. Like even now, you can't do that. You have to minimize the amount of polygons that you use. You have to have low polygons. Like There's a reason in racing games the pedestrians are usually like flat or very, very low poly.
Yeah.
There's a reason. It's because you don't look at them. They don't matter. They're in the
It don't
background.
matter.
Why put an effort into something that isn't gonna be seen?
And then you got something special like the Crew 1 character models
Ooh.
and pedestrians.
No, only Forza characters.
Oh, Forza has the best ones.
Oh, yeah. There's a phasing in game development that I think is very true. Work smarter, not harder. It's like
Sad but true.
I think one of the posts where I saw that phasing was like the guy was trying to put like mount a deal head on the wall. So how he did it, he took the deal and past the wall, he shrunk the body so much that it didn't clip. He squished the body. I just love that. I just love that. Game development, it's awful but fun.
Awful fun.
Awful fun. And yeah,
Like,
but like I don't see game streaming being the future. At least
like what I was gonna ask before. Yeah, what I was gonna ask before is like how long they've had that download feature for PlayStation Now, and I only just realized now
it's recent. It's recent.
Yeah, because I was about to say I'm like, there's no way they've had it for.
And
like,
it's
more
not
than a
on
year.
everything. I think it's only on. Oh God, fuck. I know for a fact it's on PS4 because why would it not be? I think it's on PS3. I don't think it's on PS2. I don't know if I don't know if they go by system or by game. They might go by game.
Yeah, that's true. Now they only have it for certain things. So yeah. Yeah.
PS1 stuff, I think is not even on there.
Really?
Yeah, and when I was looking at the PS2 selection, outside of
that's another thing we can talk about.
Outside of Okage, the selection was awful.
That's another thing we could talk about. That PlayStation 1, that mini PlayStation 1, and its
oh
menu.
Oh my God, it's
menus. It's beautiful menus.
Ew.
Beautiful menu.
Ew, that looks like something I would make. Ew. Oh, it's gross. And the fucking covers that they use in the UI are
What's up with the quality? Why are they so low quality?
Why are they cut like that? Just use the fucking
design.
No, just you do what Nintendo did. Have like a PNG of the cover of the thing. Oh, you could have had a style like Sega has a collection of Genesis games on like the PC, and they have like this thing where it's like the menu is in a room, and it's like modeled after like a 90s room, and there's a shelf full of like Genesis games, so you can like pick the box up and like look at the box and look at the manual, and it's like all in like a 3D object, and looks so cool. And they did that for the Genesis. PlayStation does this for the PS1, and it's just a fucking menu with like the bare bones, and even the game selection. Yeah, there's great stuff in there, but not in terms of quantity. Not even in terms of quality. If you think about it, most of the games are like, who wanted this? Who wanted destruction Dolby? Who wanted cool bottles?
Cool burgers.
Yeah, that's totally what I said.
Who doesn't want cool burgers?
I don't know. Even though Nintendo made like 5 of them, the NES and SNES classics were just so much better. And they have so much charm too. They have that Nintendo charm that is just so good.
So PS1, mini PS1, whatever it is.
Don't buy it.
Good. Very good. Go buy it.
Go get a Raspberry Pi and for $5, and you can load it up with all the ROMs on everything. You can go on and
Get.
you're gonna hear a lot of that. You're lagging.
Bye.
You lagged.
Get an actual Raspberry Pi, and then get the computer.
Every time a mini console comes out, you will hear a lot of people who are basically saying, "Why don't you get a Raspberry Pi? Just get a Raspberry Pi and load it up in emulators." And it's like, it's not about the fact that you can get the games for free. It's about the fact of it's
It's the fact that it's a game.
It's like the style and like the fact that you're actually owning something, and the fact that it's so simple, and the fact that getting emulators now is a bit of a bitch. Well, not the emulators, but like the ROMs are a bit of a bitch now. And also, playing old games on PC sucks. I'm just gonna say it. And playing on a PC just sucks. For like old emulators.
I've only tried it out a little bit, but for me, like, it's friends.
I like whether it's
somewhat well.
Whether it's with a keyboard or with a 360 controller plugged in or Xbox One controller plugged in, it just never feels right. It always feels wrong. It just feels wrong.
I understand why people want to make it, like, when they play it, they want to play it on the actual console and make it authentic, but like I don't know, like, I think what's more important is that, you know, you actually play the game.
I think a good example of what I'm trying to say is, like, you know how, have you seen the recent comparison video that one guy made of Bono Revenge?
I don't think I've seen it.
You know, side by side? I think we watched the Carbon one together.
Yeah, we watched the Carbon one. I don't think we've seen the
Bono Revenge. He's starting to cover emulators in that show. Yeah. And when he was using like the PS2 emulator for Bono Revenge in this one scene, there's like this snowy mountain in the background, and on all the console versions, it's like blowy because it's long in the distance. And like even on the 360 version, they have a higher quality one, but it's still a bit blowy. But on the PS2 emulator, it's completely clear, and it looks like shit. Like, I feel like especially with 3D video games from that generation, like emulating, like in crystal clear quality, makes it look worse. If that makes sense. It's like, just because it's clear doesn't mean it looks better. Because the game was made with those limitations in mind. And when you take out those limitations, the shortcuts that were made look dumb. There's a reason when you play like Mario Bros. 3 on anything other than a tube TV, the screen looks fucked at the edges. It's because they hid it behind the tube TV-ness.
Yeah, I get all that, but it's like, I think it's just more important that, like, you just play the game and, you know, get to experience. I mean, like, yeah, there's some things where it's like, you're gonna notice, it's like, why is that there? And then you realize, oh, that's how it was.
Like that time
actually played on that certain TV or whatever.
Like that time when I played Burnout Legends at my school before I got it on PSP, and I was emulating it, and the sun just had a black box around it. And that black box was visible through everything, even if the sun isn't. And also, it ran at fucking 20 frames, but that was because the computer was shit. It was so slow. Oh my god, that was slow. How did I do it? I don't know. We're at 54 minutes.
You like the burnout.
We are at 54 minutes and we still have 2 topics left.
Woo!
I really want to talk about at least one of them. Maybe we can get through both of them. Let's find out.
I think
we could merge these two into one topic because they're kind of similar.
Wait, how?
Maybe? I don't know. Let's just start off with...
You explain.
Explain hard. Okay. Less tube. If you've noticed, if you're watching this, all 2 people who've made it this far, you've probably noticed something. Whether you're watching this,
You make a lot of videos.
Whether you're watching the podcast, my channel, or Jazative's channel, a lot of content comes out. This is an insane amount of content.
You make so many videos.
I make so many videos.
He's been uploading like every day.
I've been uploading. I'm a daily.
2 videos
I'm
a day.
daily vlogger, bitch.
A daily vlogger. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, but seriously, I've been doing no YouTube since that one video. Even though I started with "I'm back," I play no. Why did that enter my mind when I said I'm back?
Yeah.
I hate my.
How did that?
Like, he does say I'm back at the beginning of it.
Yeah, it does. With that Donkey Kong clip.
Yeah. But like,
hey, these are some cool bananas.
I meant in the Pokemon
That's how it goes.
Go video, but whatever.
What Pokemon Go video?
I play Pokemon Go every day.
I'm talking about your actual video that you made, like.
That was lazily made. I remember I thought about, you know, I just want to try a multiplayer video again to see how it would turn out. And then we tried to record once, Need to Be 2015, and it sucked dick. And then we tried to record Uno. I can't use my file, but you can. So you're probably making it.
One day.
One day.
I'll upload it one day.
One day.
One day.
Have you even looked at it?
I have. It's just like, yeah, I'm lazy. I think we're all lazy. We're making stuff.
Well, I'm.
So it's fine.
I have an excuse. I am swamped with school.
Yeah, you got
like,
school.
Like, I bet this episode of Webcast will take forever to come out. For context, it is currently. Okay, it was November. It was November 9th, but 3 minutes ago it became November 10th.
A few minutes ago.
Yeah, it's 12:03.
It's 4:03 p.m.
Fuck you.
No.
Maybe.
So YouTube, we upload.
Yeah, I feel like YouTube, it's just as an environment, is so like unwelcoming and so demotivating, and it's just, I can understand why so many people are just not doing it that frequently anymore, or have no passion in the content they are making. It feels like so many people are just making content because they feel obligated to make content.
Mm-hmm.
Not because they actually want to do it, because they feel like they have to do it. Sometimes it even feels like people could be like convincing themselves, I want to do this. Mm-hmm. But in reality, they just feel like they have to do it. I know that because I felt that firsthand, like when I was still making videos. When I made that I'm bored video, I just thought about quitting right then and there. I thought about it. And I was like, no, I gotta keep this going. I'll change it up. I'll change up the format. And it worked a little bit, but it felt like a reboot from my point of view. Like a fresh start. Even though it's sort of the same stuff minus special videos. Or plus special videos.
Yeah. But
it was still the same. And like, ever since I've decided, you know what, I guess I'll be back. Because even though I quit, I still want to make videos. That bit probably will never go away for me. Mm-hmm. I'll probably, like, even though my YouTube channel is dead as fuck, content will be uploaded there eventually.
One day.
And it won't be frequent. I've given up on YouTube as a job. Actually, I've never even tried YouTube as a job. YouTube, or even growing my YouTube channel.
Yeah, like YouTube just like as a job seems like so far away. Like obviously it's possible for anyone. It's just if you're willing to go to the lengths to actually make it your job. That's the thing.
And to do that is like selling your soul to the advertisements, to the fucking child-friendly content, because apparently you can't be adult on YouTube and make
Can't
money.
be an adult.
That is beyond dumb. It's like, have a rating system, and then.
But then again, like, isn't that what the other app is for? That they have the YouTube Kids app? Isn't that what that's for? Like, for the
It
people who aren't
doesn't walk.
adults?
YouTube Kids don't walk. Because fucked up shit shows up for kids channels, and YouTube Kids just
Yeah, it still
basically
shows up anyway. So like,
guarantees
what's the
fuck.
point? Like, yeah, like the only way they could do it now is a rating system, and that's it.
And using advertisements smartly, well, the ads that show up are like based on the rating, which could be there, but maybe all advertisers are just like kids. I don't know. We're not behind the scenes.
Yeah.
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 But like, I still want to do YouTube. It's just I don't have the inspiration or the time. I'm flooded with college, and college is more important to me because it's teaching me new stuff and actually gonna give me a fucking job in this industry that I hate.
Love and hate.
Yeah.
And this perfectly leads up to.
No. No. I know you want to segue, but you haven't even talked about you. No. No segue.
And now we're not going to segue.
No segue.
Now we're
Because
not going to segue.
I talked about why I'm not doing YouTube. I called it less.
I'm going to talk about why you should do YouTube.
No, you talk about why you're doing less.
Why I'm doing less? Because I burn myself out every single time I make a video because of just how much time I put into them. Like, I'll end up spending hours. I'll end up staying until like 3 a.m. like making a video, and then by the time I get it out, I'm like, okay, now I can take a month break. That's basically how my schedule is. I mean, there's lucky times where I'm like, hey, I recorded 2 videos, I can space it out. But then I end up spacing it out even further, and it's like, oh, I'm back to my
too much.
monthly upload again.
And then you do something where you take a video that should be 1 part and then split it into 2 parts. You've done that twice.
You're wrong. I did that 4 times.
What are the other 2?
The Burnout Revenge video. I thought you would.
Yeah, I know the Bono Revenge and the Chapel's Delight. What are the other 2?
Yeah. I confused myself. Those were the only
You
ones.
said 4
You're right,
times.
those were the only ones. No, because I was thinking of it as like.
4
Because the way
videos.
you said it, like.
No,
like,
I said
they
you
both-
did
they
it
both have 2
twice.
parts.
I said
They both have 2 parts.
I said
So I was thinking 4.
no.
That's why I said 4.
and
They
you
both
did
have
it
2
twice.
parts.
No, I said and you did it twice, and then you were like, no, 4 times.
I said 4 times because it made sense in my head. Now I think about it, I only did it 2 times. Okay. But like, I don't know. I feel like if you just have as nice as it would be to have a long video, like.
Yeah, to be
I don't know,
fair,
I feel like people get bored when you have a video that's very similar throughout the whole thing.
yeah,
Like, if you don't space it out-
that's a common thing on YouTube in general, even in this community.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Well, that's
still
why
to
I
this day.
split them into 2 parts. Even if to you it didn't
Yeah,
make
like
it doesn't make
it's
any
like,
logical sense.
It makes sense and doesn't make sense at the same time from my point of view. It's like the Bono. The way I see it, on one hand it doesn't make sense on the Bono event side because Part 2 is literally just 1 championship, or like I
Yeah, I
think 2
get it, like,
championships.
when it comes to, like,
but
the
on the
actual-
other hand, Part 2 is so good. Part 1 is good, but Part 2 is so good. I love
Really,
Part
because
2.
I feel like there's some parts. Because I feel like some parts in part 1 were a bit better. I don't know.
Yeah, there was some funny
I'm
old bits in
split.
part 1, but part 2 was just way better overall. And then Travels to
like-
Light, part 1 is better than part 2, I think.
Yeah, I feel the same way about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, part 2, like, yeah. That's another reason why I do it, is because sometimes I feel like one video might have the best parts in it. So if you want to go see the best parts, or like what I personally think is the best parts, then you can watch one of the parts.
But at
that
least you
is
can agree on the fact that you're bad at conveying in the video that, hey, there's going to be a part 2.
Yeah, because I don't disclaim it, and if I do, I leave it to the very end of the video, like the Travis Delight.
I didn't even notice it. I didn't even, like, the only reason people knew there could be a part 2 on Bottom of Avengers is because I commented, can't wait for part 2.
Can't wait for part 2. But like, and also like, yeah, like there's really no way to tell if there's a part 2, and sometimes like I don't even know if there's gonna be a part 2. Like even if I do leave a hint that there's gonna be a part 2, sometimes I don't even. Sometimes I'm like, am I even gonna do a part 2? Because it takes me forever.
Like with the Call of Duty video.
Yeah.
Like we
with
did,
that one.
we both did part 1, which is zombies, but we never did part 2.
And then we never did part 2.
I teased it.
We never did.
I teased it in my part 1, but I never released it.
I think I did kinda, but then I gave up.
Yeah, I think you started working on it.
I don't even think much even happened in the second part.
I don't remember.
I think it was
I
just
know I have it. I know I have it.
Same. It's just a regular, like, multiplayer shtick.
Yeah. Now I've always satisfied my multiplayer video urges with streaming. And I really wanted to like edit the Steam highlight video to be an actual fucking video. And some parts of it are like the two Portal 2 parts, especially the first one.
Yeah.
But like when I was editing
I think what makes it even better is the music that you picked, like the very stock.
Yeah.
Like,
but like my biggest problem
elevator music.
was the fact, like editing that video was a nightmare because the .mov files in Vegas just did not want to cooperate.
I can only imagine the hell you went through trying to make
It's
that.
because watching it, it could only play at 1 frame every few seconds.
Every few seconds? How the heck did you put that together?
I don't know. It took me days, man.
Dude, you should have. You were probably like.
I was.
I don't even know.
There's a reason why those render errors in the final video. I was just like, fuck it. I don't want to look at this anymore. It's going up.
Even then, like. Obviously, I haven't seen the process of making the video, so I don't really.
It was awful.
All that much.
I hated
But like
making
from your
that
point of
video.
view, you can probably point out every
You
single.
can even
little
tell
thing
by
that
the
happened.
you can tell by the outro. The ending is so lazy in the outro. I was like, oh yeah, I have to make an outro. Do I want to reuse my old one or no? And I just
Dude,
I just
I don't know
put
what it
in
is, but
I put in the
outros.
I put in the first thing that crossed my mind, and it was just lamp.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the outro. What did you do again? Like there was like some song
Soccer survived,
Something.
but it was in
circa.
it was real all thieves or something like that. But it was noise only, no singing. I forgot
singing,
I
okay.
forgot the word.
Words.
In instrumental.
Oh, instrumental. That's it. Yeah. But like I noticed that as like intros and outros are difficult,
The way I see it,
especially intros.
oh yeah, intros
'Cause that's,
especially.
like-
I
like,
think
how am
intros
I-
you can't really do it like as a format. Like that's one common thing. Even me, you, Jake, everyone in the community did it. They had an outro. No, not an outro. An intro in the beginning, with like the logo or something like that, or like beep boop boop beep beep beep. Welcome to the video. And it's like that format just gets so tiring. It does. I do prefer like intros that like fit the video, and it's like
Yeah.
I feel like one area I don't know if I did the best in, but I did very good in was the intros for like my multiplayer videos after I'm bored, after the reboot.
After the reboot.
Yeah. Like, I think, although to be fair, by the end, by like the Carbon video, it was just like, I don't know what to do. I just literally put it, I don't know what to do. Here's iDubbbz.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, sometimes it just gets to that point where it's like you don't really have much left to really do with the outro intro, so you just kind of.
I just remembered one of your intros.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's
No,
bad.
I just remembered one of your
intro?
intros. I remembered one of them was like, video.
Is it quick channel update?
No, it was like video, and it's like, fan, and then you too, and then like, hey, hey.
Wait, I think that was the Carbon. No, not Carbon. Oh,
2015.
That's what it was.
Oh, your intros are the best.
Really?
Yeah. Especially back then, but your fucking Chapel's Delight intro. Oh my god, you did so well on that.
Dude, like, that only even happened because like, one of the Office like episodes were recommended to me because for some reason I was really into watching just highlights from The Office, and I'm like, and it came to my mind, I'm like, you know what, that'd be a pretty cool intro for Trapper's Delight for whatever reason. Nice.
I do wanna try to make a multiplayer video.
One day.
I know for a fact I'm using Premiere. I have Premiere downloaded. I didn't use Premiere for the highlight video. I used Vegas because I thought it would be easier because I already knew Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas decided to be a dick, and I was too stubborn to change. So.
Yeah, so that's how I've been. It's like I want to move to Premiere. Like I even said it on Twitter, but then the next video I'm like,
are you still using Vegas?
Nah. Yeah, I'm still using Vegas.
Oof.
But like I even moved up to the latest one, the 2018. Actually, I think it is the 2018 one.
It's like
even that one still has issues. And it's
when
like,
I was attempting to edit that video that never came out, I was using Premiere and I was figuring it out. I was like, this is annoying, but I can deal with it. It's like the way I see Premiere, more annoying to use, but it can do more. Yeah. That's the way I see Premiere.
Yeah.
People like
one day I'm obviously gonna have to move over, but for now.
I like Vegas, but
it's Vegas.
I really like Vegas as a program, to be honest. I think Vegas is fantastic. It's just,
it's really good.
It gets to a point where it's like, I'm sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah, it just gets really annoying. It's like, I just want to move to Premiere, but I don't know Premiere. I know only a few things, and it's annoying.
Even cutting is annoying in Premiere.
Dude, it's so annoying. I can't get used to it.
Fuck cutting in Premiere. How do you fuck up a cut? You just press S and it splits it. You don't need to get more complicated than that.
I was looking everywhere for a keyboard shortcut. Unless I'm blind and I can't find it. Why isn't there a keyboard shortcut for?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
If they just had that, everyone's lives would be easier. Who can't move
fucking
over to
Adobe.
Vegas.
Stop being Adobe.
Become Vegas, but not in the bad way.
Adobe Los Angeles.
Adobe Los Angeles.
Oh wait, Adobe Angeles.
Adobe Angeles?
Because there's no Lost in Sony Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so at some point I plan on making a video. It depends when I record one. I did think about doing one tonight, but then I really want to do podcast.
Podcast happened.
And there's also the fact I want to try streaming.
Podcast. You called it podcast.
Oh yeah, podcast. So yeah, this is podcast.
The popcorn cast.
Pubcast died.
Yeah, what happened to the pubcast?
No, they actually canceled it. They actually canceled it.
What even stopped them uploading it?
I don't know. I just remember they made a post saying, "Hey guys, well, sorry to say this, but Pubcast is over."
Well,
it's like there's still fans. I know for a fact Bung and Hyojin are still friends, but now that I'm thinking about it, Akane or War, I don't know. He's like the wild card.
Yeah.
He's also drunk all the time, so maybe he did something.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Sometimes
like,
I see a lot on like YouTube communities and stuff. I see small little things that just like it feels like something's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of one. There's this one I know for a fact there has to be something there. Oh yeah, the animation community, Storytime animator community. It's like I've noticed like you know who Tim Tom is, right?
Yeah.
I've noticed he's been like taken out of a lot of people's channel boxes.
Really?
And like some popular Storytime animators aren't even following him on Twitter. And it's like there has to be something there. It's like they collabed. It's the big one is with the other one's out. It's like there's something there. Something has to have happened.
But like when it comes to let's go the podcast, like at least now I can catch up and then never be able to
I can't
get new episodes.
I actually stopped. Like I attempted the last few, but I feel like I've gotten past that type of podcast.
You're all about
Please
what's
stop
the name?
talking.
Yeah, please stop talking.
That is such a good podcast. Although
Didn't they come up with a new episode recently?
I need to watch it.
I still have the other episodes to watch. I watched that episode that you told me to watch.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh! The story of that episode.
Oh no.
Oh no! I watched the cards and bars one.
Oh, V cards and gay balls.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Oh boy, what a fucking story.
Especially the one when he was talking with. Actually, no.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. They have a wildlife.
Please Stop Talking is not affiliated with the Insta Webcast.
Not affiliated. It never was.
It's just very interesting to listen to.
Yeah.
I mean.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I get up to that infamous episode.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no. David is just a horrible person, but in a weird way, I like him.
Yeah.
David is Dylan. David is Dylan.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I feel that's an insult. I'm sorry, David. He would never even know this happened. I don't know. Let's end it. It's been 1 hour 18 minutes.
Yeah. Let's close the book on this topic.
This is what happens when we just talk without. Yeah.
Yeah, without any like without anything.
I bet without
move on.
I bet without the smooth jazz, this podcast would be impossible to listen to.
Yeah. Cause it'd just be like static. Just
Yeah.
white noise in the background.
I feel like the smooth jazz just makes it easier to listen to. Yeah. So this has been the very slow.
Hey, what about that other thing? What about that other thing?
Bratcast?
No, the other topic.
But save that for later.
Later?
Yeah.
Well, what are we at? Right? What?
No, I mean, different episode.
How far are we into the podcast right now?
1 hour and 19 minutes.
We got an extra 10 minutes. Come on.
No.
1 hour and 30.
No.
1 hour and 30.
We're almost at 20. That's enough.
Okay, let's end at 120. At exactly 120.
No, fuck you. Because that's not possible because we talked a bit before we started actually doing it. So I don't know the specific time. This has been the podcast. I hope you listened.
Just to listen.
Not even enjoy, just listen.
Just listen.
I hope you enjoy the sounds I am making right now. ASMR.
Yeah, that's his new thing.
This is ASMR Autism Awareness Month. Like this shit. Oh my god. I don't know where to end it. So should we just end it now?
Just end.
Bye.